Hello and welcome. In English language, we say you nailed it. And what does that mean? It simply means that you've completed a task accurately, successfully. It's an idiomatic way of expressing with delight that you've carried out a function very well. In medical terms, the nails can be a window for us to make certain diagnoses. And so today, this is a quick video. I'm just going to go through a number of conditions that we can diagnose by simply examining your nails. And so the first one I'll mention is a fungal infection, or referred to as onychomycosis, in which the nail becomes discolored, looks yellow, may also be thickened. Another condition called psoriasis, where there is presentation of skin lesions at the extensor surfaces, say the elbows, there, and then the knees. This condition can also affect the nails, where it presents with pitting of the nails. So nail pitting can be a presentation or manifestation of psoriasis. Number 3, Alopecia areata. In this condition, there is an autoimmune disorder where the hair falls off. You lose hair simply because there is an autoimmune problem. This condition can also present with nail pitting. So I've mentioned 3 conditions: fungal infection, number 2, psoriasis, number 3, alopecia. And then number 4, iron deficiency anemia. In these patients, they present with what's referred to as a spoon-shaped nail. Spoon-shaped nail, referred to as Melanonychia. It's one of the manifestations of iron deficiency. And then number 5, patients that have thyroid disorders. The thyroid is a gland just situated in the anterior aspect of the neck. Now, if the thyroid gland is overactive, we refer to that as hyperthyroidism. If it is underactive, we refer to that as hypothyroidism. Both conditions can present with what is referred to as onycholysis. This simply means separation of the nail plate from the nail bed. Usually, that's the nail, and there's really no gap between that, just beyond the initial aspect. However, in these patients, there appears to be a separation between the nail plate and the nail bed. Number 6, patients that have chronic kidney disease can also present with nail manifestation referred to as half and half nails. If you look at your nails, it almost maintains an almost even coloration. Yes, your nails are supposed to be white, but in these patients, they have an upper part that looks brown and a lower part that looks white. So it's referred to as half and half nails, chronic kidney disease. Number 7, patients can present with what is referred to as leukonychia, which is white nails. And this will occur in patients that have chronic liver disease. The liver is an organ where protein is produced. And if for some reason the protein level in circulation becomes reduced because of a systemic illness over a period of time, they could present with nails that look white, referred to as leukonychia. And then finger clubbing. The nail looks almost straight. However, in patients that have finger clubbing, it becomes thickened and curved. That is referred to as finger clubbing. I'm going to mention 3 main organs and disorders that can present with finger clubbing. We start with the heart. In patients that have cyanotic congenital heart disease, this will occur in children. I'm not going to go into the description of that. Number 2, the lungs, patients that have lung cancer. And then number 3, patients that have liver disorders such as chronic liver disease or liver cirrhosis. And then we go on to number 9, which is melanonychia. In melanonychia, we're describing longitudinal dark or brown streaks. In other words, pigmentation that looks brown or dark in the nail. This could occur in a number of conditions. Lupus, that's systemic lupus erythematosus. I've made a video on that. Number 2, it could occur in patients that have Addison's disease, where there is reduced function of the adrenal gland. It could also occur in patients that have HIV. And then number 10, onychophagia. In onychophagia, you have a situation, if you look closely sometimes, you'll notice some people putting their nails into their mouth and biting their nails repeatedly. Such patients over time will develop those nails that look shortened and jagged. And so by simply looking at your nails, we could actually nail it. And so I'll just run through these manifestations: fungal infection, psoriasis, alopecia areata, iron deficiency anemia, thyroid disorders, kidney disease, liver disease, finger clubbing, melanonychia, and onychophagia for those that bite their nails repeatedly. If you've learned something, like, share, subscribe. Thank you.